No one plays more music. KSMO, Salem.
This is AP News. I'm Rita Foley. Former President Trump is talking about Alexei Navalny and himself. The AP's Julie Walker.
Donald Trump doubles down on comparing his criminal indictments to the circumstances of Russian dissident Alexei Navalny, who died in a remote Arctic prison after being jailed by Russian leader Vladimir Putin. Trump held a town hall with Fox News on Tuesday in which he suggested he also could become a political prisoner. The former president, who's the Republican frontrunner, bemoaned Navalny's death, which President Biden and other Western leaders have blamed on Putin. Trump then pivoted to himself, repeating his assertions that the prosecutions against him are driven by politics, despite no evidence that Biden or the White House ordered them. I'm Julie Walker.
There's word this morning that Israeli strikes across Gaza killed at least 67 Palestinians overnight and into this morning, including in areas where civilians were told they would be safe. There are worries, too, about the food that's not getting into Gaza. The AP's Karen Shamas has this.
The World Food Programme has said that food deliveries into northern Gaza have been halted because of increasing chaos across the territory. The lack of food deliveries to the isolated north of the enclave has heightened fears of potential starvation. A study by the UN Children's Agency warned that 1 in 6 children in the north are acutely malnourished. Overwhelmed UN and relief workers have said aid distribution has been crippled by Israeli failure to ensure them safe passage amid Israel's air and ground offensive in the enclave. I'm Karen Shamas.
The Eiffel Tower's closed again today. Workers are striking over pay, among other things. China is dealing with heavy snow. It's disrupting travel and forcing schools to cancel classes. One person died in a roof collapse at a supermarket. This is AP News. Now to work on treating depression.
Emily Hollenbeck of New York is participating in clinical trials as researchers test a pacemaker for the brain to treat depression.
If I hadn't had DBS, I'm pretty sure I would not be alive.
Dr. Brian Coppell is a neurosurgeon. He placed thin metal electrodes in a region of Hollenbeck's brain, which regulates emotional behavior. Neurologist Dr. Helen Mayberg at Mount Sinai says everybody's brain is a little different.
We can measure what's actually happening with the electrophysiology.
The electrodes are attached to a device under the skin in the chest, which delivers constant low-voltage pulses.
It's brain surgery. You have wires embedded in your brain.
Hollenbeck describes it as continuous Prozac. 2 past studies showed no advantage to using DBS for depression, but recent research is promising, and doctors believe federal approval may come soon. I'm Jennifer King.
And I'm Rita Foley, AP News.
Young people that are involved with FFA grow in terms of knowledge, experience, education, and responsibility. Pratt Mitchell & Company PC, certified public accountants, would like to salute the Salem FFA chapter on the fine work they do and the accomplishments that they achieve through hard work and diligent effort. Pratt Mitchell & Company PC, certified public accountants, saluting the Salem FFA chapter.
Texting enrolls you in a reoccurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
10. Nice work. Thanks. Taking Nugenix Total T makes a huge difference for me.
Nugenix? That's the testosterone booster with TV ads with Frank Thomas, right?
Yes.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yes. Nugenix is a great way to feel stronger with more energy and endurance. And as Frank says, she'll like it too.
Text ROCK to 369-369 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix. Text ROCK to 369-369. That's ROCK to 369-369.
Hey, all you high school juniors, with a few well-placed words, there's an adventure at hand awaiting for you. It's the Intercounty Youth Contest, and you could win an all-expense-paid trip to Washington, D.C. or Jefferson City. And all you have to do is write a 250 to 500-word essay on who is one of your role models and why are they important to you. For more information about the Youth Tour Contest, contact your school or Intercounty Electric Member Services at 866-621-3679.
And welcome to Wednesday morning on this hump day. We do have some high, thin, cirrus clouds out there. They're not going to interrupt anything. Going to be a great day today. Plenty of sunshine. We'll have a few of those hit and miss thin clouds, but for the most part, lots of sunshine, lots of warmth too. 71 for a high with southerly winds, 10 to 15 throughout the day today. Yeah, they may gust a little bit too, get up to about 20 miles an hour or so, but It's going to be a very, very balmy day in Denton County with 71 expected the high. Whew. Then tonight, we'll have that chance of some showers rolling in after midnight, 60% chance of that. Can't rule out a thunderstorm by early in the morning, but for the most part, just showers any after midnight hours. Southerly winds 10 to 15, could gust still to 25 miles an hour. We'll bottom out about 51. Then on Thursday, you might have a thunderstorm or two to deal with during the day. We will have that chance of rain all the way through about 3 in the afternoon. Then the sun will come out. We'll have winds change from the south at 10 to 15 and move to the north. Our chance of getting rain throughout the morning and early afternoon Thursday is 70%. Clear Thursday night, low of 36 with northwesterly winds 10 to 15. Gusting up to 20, wind chills will be back in the 20s again by early Friday morning. Sunny on Friday, high 55. Northwesterly winds 10 to 15, could gust to 25. Clear Friday night, low of 32, and sunny Saturday with the high of 60. Currently at the KSMO studios, right now we have a temperature reading here at your hometown radio station of 45 degrees. We do have, we'll call it a little filtered sunshine trying to make its way through. We do see that there is a few high, thin cirrus clouds as mentioned. 9-mile-an-hour winds are coming at us out of south. 68% of relative humidity, pressure dropping 30.07 inches. Feels like about 41 right now at KSMO. Hang with us. We're going to come right back and have local news for you next. That's up right here on KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station.
Agriculture plays a huge part in our everyday lives, from food that we eat to the fibers in our clothes. If it weren't for the agricultural programs such as FFA, we wouldn't have the resources that we do, and that's one reason Derek and Randy Hubbs of Hubbs Tire Center and their families are proud to support the Salem chapter in all that they do.
I lock up my Old Spice Fiji aluminum-free dry spray to keep that 24/7 lasting freshness safe for myself. Fresh coconuts, palm trees in the wind. It's like catching waves in Fiji. Actually, I just talked myself into a refreshing spritz of Fiji. My Old Spice is missing! No!
Duncan Family Chiropractic, providing chiropractic care to newborn, to the elderly, and everyone in between. Duncan Family Chiropractic is open Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. and closed from noon until 1 for lunch. Then on Tuesdays from 9 a.m. until noon. Ask Dr. Duncan about Juice Plus. For an appointment, call 729-2331 or simply stop by 401 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem. A proud supporter of the Salem FFA chapter.
At the KSMO studios, it's time for news. Local news brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO Radio. We are 1340 AM, 95.7 FM, online, KSMOradio.com, our KSMO stream, Facebook, and KSMO YouTube pages. We appreciate you being along with us here on KSMO Media. It's 7:32. In news, a meeting of the City of Salem Utility Committee has been called by Committee Chair Kyle Williams for this evening at 6:15. It will be held at the Salem Community Center at the Armory. After the roll call and approval of the minutes from the January 10th meeting, the board will hear reports and updates concerning financials and utility billing and payments. That'll be followed by an update on the electric rate study and the city's financial audit, which will be presented at the next Alderman meeting, along with the MPEP updates from the January meeting and work reports from city employees. A question and comment period will then be held before adjourning. The meeting this evening of the City of Salem Utility Committee is open to the public. Today, Route A in Reynolds, Denton, and Shannon counties will be reduced to one lane as the Missouri Department of Transportation crews perform edge road repairs. The section of roadway is located from Highway 72 in Reynolds County to Highway 19 in Shannon County. Also, Route KK in Reynolds and Iron counties will be reduced to one lane from 8 this morning until 2 in the afternoon as the crews do perform repairs on the pavement. Both of the projects will be weather permitting. Both work zones will be marked with signs. Motorists are urged to use extreme caution while traveling near the area. For more information, contact MoDOT's Customer Service Center toll-free at 1-888-ASK-MoDOT. That's 888-275-6636, or visit modot.org/southeast. St. Lamar 80 Board of Education met last Thursday for their regular board meeting. In the Parents as Teachers report, Dr. Herman Blau reported with Mrs. Mary Beth Patrick that the program currently serves 20 families and 22 children. There's currently a waiting list as the program tries to build capacity. In the superintendent's report, Dr. Lynn Reed said the construction trades building is done, except for the setting of the transformer, which cannot be done by the city until June. She also noted the batting cages have been installed in the new tin gym. She said all the necessary paperwork was submitted to the Dent County Clerk's office for the ballot measures in time to be put on the April ballot. The We Support Education Committee has been established with co-chairs Dustin Howard and Abby Wolf and treasurer Sherman Odom. Reed stated the insurance loss ratio at St. Lamar 80 was the lowest it's been in a few years at 80%. This means for every dollar paid in premiums, 80 cents is paid out in claims. The school has run as high as 142% in recent years. After the building principals gave their reports, the board approved the contract with HTK with the FEMA building. They also announced the 2024-2025 school calendar has been approved and clarified board policy GCBA to indicate the graduate hours toward a degree or certificate beyond a teacher's current education level will be compensated on the salary schedule. The school board set the March Board of Education meeting for March 14th at 5:30 at the district administrative offices and set the William Lynch open house for March 12th from 4 to 6 in the afternoon. The board heard the first reading of an MSBA board policy update before accepting the resignations of Jackson Mitchell, Dr. Amanda Irwin, Kim Dunn, and custodians Stephen McDonald and George Ward. The board went into closed session where the board approved hiring Mark Howard as assistant track coach and Sherry Green as volunteer assistant track coach. A motion was then made to offer all principals and directors a contract for the 2024-2025 school year, which was approved by the board with Chris Haven abstaining. A motion was then approved by the board to employ Clay Moody as an assistant high school principal for the 2024-2025 school year. After a personnel issue was discussed, the meeting was adjourned. Salem Police Department did release their report for the month of January. The department responded to 13 accidents during the month. Officers also responded to 10 alarms sounding and addressed 29 animal calls. Officers investigated 3 assaults or fights, 7 burglaries, performed 20 well-being checks and 8 area checks during the month. The department investigated 7 domestic disputes, a verbal disturbance, conducted 61 follow-up investigations, and provided 16 escorts. They investigated 2 nuisance incidents, 5 harassment reports, 2 fraud charges, took a missing persons report, and offered assistance to 3 motorists. The Salem Police wrote 2 property damage reports during January, plus made 11 stealing reports and 4 shoplifting reports. Officers investigated 6 suspicious circumstance calls, 15 suspicious person calls, and 6 suspicious vehicle calls. Officers responded to 2 trespassing calls and attempted to serve 10 warrants in January. Officers did conduct 106 traffic stops during the month. They also prepared and submitted 17 uniform crime reports. The police responded to a total of 525 incidents in January, with the average response time to calls being 2 minutes and 31 seconds. The average time spent on the scene was 17 minutes and 21 seconds. Salem Memorial Hospital Foundation sponsoring the return of Dancing with the Salem Stars this Saturday. It will be at the Salem High School gym. 7 couples are scheduled to perform, including Brett Capps and Shelley Bland, Melissa Ragsdale and Lane Hayes, Lancer Blair and Kim Mosier, Rosalie Wright and Cameron Greener, Tiara Lewis and Skidder Lewis, Shannon Wright and Paige Dowdery, and April Greener and Caleb Shepard. Sierra Connell will dance solo in the competition. The Salem Academy of Dance will also have 5 performances during the show, featuring 2 tap routines and 3 jazz routines. Advance tickets for a floor seat are $20 or $25 at the door, if any remain. Bleacher tickets will be available at $10 at the door. To get your tickets in advance or to sponsor a table or for more information, call Hannah Harris 573-729-5917, extension 4005, or email her hharris@smdh.net. The doors will open at 6:30. The dancing starts at 7. Money raised from the event will go toward needed improvements and capital equipment. At KSMO Radio, we have sports coming your way next when we return in just a moment.
Black vultures can be harmful to livestock operations across Missouri. Missouri Department of Agriculture Director Chris Chin.
We are encouraging producers to keep your cattle up close where there's a lot of human activity, especially when you're calving. If you're looking for a depredation permit, we encourage you to reach out to the Missouri Farm Bureau. They're able to issue you a permit that will allow you to take up to 5 of the black vultures. We also are encouraging farmers and ranchers and producers to be reaching out to their University of Missouri Extension office. They have a lot of valuable resources to help you mitigate black vultures on your farm. We also have funds available at the Department of Agriculture to reimburse for necropsy results when the loss is determined to be by a black vulture. This determination has to come from a certified veterinarian or the U.S. Department of Agriculture Wildlife Services. You can find more information about black vultures on the Missouri Department of Agriculture website at agriculture.mo.gov.
At the KSMO studios, it's time for sports news. And Braden Gapp scored 11 of his 14 points in the fourth quarter to help lead the Salem Tigers past the St. Clair Bulldogs on senior night Tuesday night, the SHS Gym, 50-41. Landon Richter scored 13 points for the Tigers, who also got 11 points from Trey Richter. Salem improves to 13-12 on the year. They wrap up their regular season Friday night in the homecoming game against Ava. The festivities will be held between the JV and varsity games. Salem boys basketball JV won their 20th game of the year as they beat St. Clair 40-31. The Tigers will play Ava Friday at 6 and go on for their second straight sweep of the SCA Conference. They are 6-0 in conference play. Last year, they finished 6-0 in conference play as they only had 6 conference games to play last year. So they're going for their 13th straight SCA win. That'll be Friday night. Missouri Tigers fell to Tennessee Tuesday, 72-67. They've lost 13 games in a row. Sean East had 24 points. Noah Carter followed with 20, as Missouri remains winless in the SEC Conference. They'll be at Arkansas Saturday morning at 10:30. And that's a look at sports news brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO Radio and your hometown radio station, as well as local news. And again, all brought to you by all of us at your hometown radio source, KSMO. Coming up, time for that daily investment report from the offices of Joe Brand and Leah Nash of Edward Jones. If you need more information about investing, be it something safe, be it something more aggressive, or something down the middle of the road, get in touch with Joe or Leah and discuss your strategies and portfolio with them to make sure you're accomplishing the goals that you are trying to achieve. Get in touch with them at 729-3831 or drop by 907 South Pershing. Joe Brand, Leah Nash of Edward Jones, and our daily investment report. With the report this morning, it's Teresa Whalen. Teresa?
This is Teresa Whalen bringing you the daily financial market report on behalf of financial advisors Joe Brand and Leah Nash and also Edward Jones. Today's U.S. equities closed lower. The Dow closed down 64 points to close at 38,564. The NASDAQ closed down 145 points to close at 15,631. And the S&P 500 closed down 30 points to close at 4,976. And in the bond market, 10-year Treasury yields are trading at 4.27%. The price of crude oil was down $1.26 to close at $77.20, and the spot price of gold was up at $11.80 to close at $2,035.90. For stocks of local interest, we have Ameren Corporation at $69.87, up 36 cents. AT&T $16.91, down 6 cents. Boeing $203.37, down 52 cents. Dollar General $142.49, up 99 cents. ExxonMobil $102.75, down 98 cents. McDonald's $292.65, up 63 cents. Microsoft $402.79, down $1.27. PepsiCo 168.65 up $2.33. Pfizer 27.59 down 3 cents. Procter & Gamble 158.51 up $1 even. U.S. Bancorp 41.14 down 35 cents, and Walmart 175.86 up $5.50. This has been today's financial market report brought to you on behalf of Edward Jones, member SIPC, and financial advisors Joe Brand and Leah Nash. Serving individual investors with personalized attention and financial advice at 907 South Pershing right here in Salem, Missouri. Bringing you this Wall Street to Main Street report.
Thank you, Teresa. Don't forget to join us again for our next daily investment report this afternoon, right around 5:30, 5:35, or tomorrow morning at 7:40, 7:45, the daily investment report from the offices of Joe Brand and Leah Nash of Edward Jones right here in Salem. You're more than welcome to drop on by and visit with them at 907 South Pershing. If you need, just give them a call quickly, maybe check on a couple of things. That's not a problem either. 729-3831, where Joe or Leah will be more than happy to assist you and answer the questions you may have. Joe Brand, Leah Nash of Edward Jones, member SIPC, and that daily investment report. At the KSMO studios, we're 90 seconds away from weather. That comes your way next when we return right after this.
Are you looking for a way to meet new people and develop important skills all at the same time? Join FFA and you can explore over 200 fulfilling careers in agriculture. Communications, resource management, and engineering are just a few of the opportunities when you join FFA. Salem License Bureau is proud to support the Salem FFA chapter during FFA Week.
Pizza's here.
Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Village Cabinetry is a custom cabinet shop that takes pride in crafting beautiful hardwood cabinetry pieces for our excellent clientele. For 40 years, their village has been specializing in providing an experience for those looking to remodel or fill their new home with stunning cabinetry. Their hope is to spread kindness every step of the way, making their clients' experience the very best. Check them out on Facebook or call Village Gallery at 729-2726. They look forward to being your cabinet makers.
At the KSMO studios, it's time for weather on Operation Weather Watch. Complete summary of weather in the region and KSMO listening area, being brought to you by your friends at Healthy Dane County and the Salem Community Center at the Army, where Healthy Dane County is still offering their fitness center is a sweet out of a special. We can buy one February membership and get one free for 3 months. That's $24.75 for just 2 members to get to go in and utilize the services at Healthy Dane County Fitness Center. That's for new members only, and you do need to sign up for auto pay. And part of this deal is that you get your full orientation and workout plan set up for you for that $24.75 rate for 2 members. Now, if you want the 24-hour access, that will be an additional cost to you, but it's well worth it if you're going to be getting off work at 4 in the morning and want to go work out then. I totally get it. That would be a good idea to do, but it will cost you a few extra dollars than the $24.75. But to find out more information and see exactly what it's going to cost, call Penny at 739-1127 or email her, Penny, Penny, at salemcommunitycenter.org. This sweet out of a special deal going on for the month of February will end here next Thursday. Check it out. Buy one, get one free. For 2 members, $24.75. The special rate is good for a 3-month length. So find out more. 739-1127. Well, today and tonight, we're going to have a real nice day today. It's going to be warm. It's going to be a little bit on the moist side, a little bit breezy, but we're going to be up right around that 70-degree mark, maybe a little bit above, maybe a smidge below, but still very comfortable. Then as we approach the evening and in the overnight hours, it's going to get a little bit breezier as the low-level jet will begin to increase to 45 to 55 knots south of the Arkansas line. What this is going to do, it's going to put southern Missouri in a region of mid-level lift, which will bring in low pressure and also bring in moisture. As that surface low pressure moves across the region overnight, shower and storm activity could develop with the potential of some strong storms. There is a middle-level dry layer right now that's going to move over the area overnight. This may help keep those storms from developing in full. So we should keep an idea and an open mind that we could get some fairly, I don't want to say severe weather, but we could get some thunderstorms that could be elevated. Maybe that would be the better term. And we could even see some hail out of these storms. Be prepared. Rainfall accumulations are not going to be that great. Maybe 1/4 of an inch into central Missouri, but that's about it. Now, Thursday, the models have a large-scale trough and surface low over the Ozarks region by sunrise. This is going to help with a little bit more rain during the morning hours Thursday and in the early afternoon. But then everything will be pushing out of our area by Thursday night with the rainfall tapering off from west to east. High temps on Thursday will still be in the low to middle 60s, but as the afternoon comes on, the winds will change and move to the northwest. And by Thursday night, we're going to be dropping back into the 30s. Friday through Tuesday, once that front moves through the area, much cooler air is going to filter back in, at least initially, for the weekend. We'll have on Friday temperatures back into the 50s to near 60, but then warming up a little bit each day through the weekend, getting back close to 70 by Sunday. The overall upper level pattern becomes more zonal by Monday. This will allow for continued warm air and moisture to advect into our area. And then the latest trends do have any rain that does start to come toward the area north of the Ozarks. But a deeper and stronger upper level trough is forecast to move into the plains through the Ozarks region by Wednesday of next week. And that could change our forecast again, bringing in some more rain and cooler temperatures. We topped out at 66 yesterday. A very nice day yesterday. 32 is the low. Normal high 51. Normal low 30. Record high 73 was at 1935. 0 the record low in 1978. No rain yesterday for the month. 9/10 of an inch. 1 3/5 would be normal. 6 3/4 our total for the year. 4 1/5 would be normal. The sun rose this morning, 6:48. It'll set tonight at 5:51. The extended forecast for Sunday into Tuesday, calling for it to be another great day Sunday. Sunny skies, high close to 70. Clear Sunday night, low 46. Sunny Monday, high of 73. Cloudy Monday night with a low of 57 and breezy. Then a chance of some showers will be moving into the area Tuesday through the afternoon. It'll be breezy with partly sunny skies, and we're going to have about 74 for a high before that cooler system could be moving through Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. Still not definitive on that yet. We'll get more information as we get closer to that time. Right now, though, we're going to take a break and come back with that local forecast as well as our current conditions. That's next. It's up right after this. The Salem Community Center at the Armory and the Healthy Dent County Fitness Center in Salem, located at 1200 Westrella Road, salute the Salem FFA chapter during FFA Week. Today's young men and women who make up the Salem FFA are tomorrow's leaders of America's #1 industry, agriculture. To find out more about the Salem FFA chapter, contact Heather or Dalton at 739-2016. At KSMO, partly sunny skies are what we expect throughout the day today. So those high, thin cirrus clouds that have been kind of hanging around, filtering our sunshine, yeah, they're going to be around off and on through the day today. Winds will be out of south at 10 to 15. It could gust to 20 miles an hour, and we'll top out very close to 70. Could be a little bit above, could be a little bit below. Then for tonight, they'll have a slight chance of some showers after midnight, and that'll last all the way through the early morning hours with a better chance of getting heavier rain by early morning, like 5 or 6. Showers will be more likely to occur at that time. Now, the chance of precipitation is 60% overnight. It'll be cloudy and a low of 51 with those same south winds still at 10 to 15. still gusting up to about 25. For Thursday itself, showers are likely. Possibly a thunder shower could occur as well. Chance of those showers will die down after 3 in the afternoon, and we'll have partly sunny skies at that time. A high about 63 degrees. The southerly winds in the morning at 10 to 15 will be moving to the north by the afternoon. Winds could still gust up to about 20 miles an hour. Chance of rain on Thursday is 70%. Then clear Thursday night, cooler, dropping to 36. Wind chills will be in the mid-20s by early Friday morning with northwest winds at 10 to 15, gusting to 20. Sunshine Friday, high of 55 with northwesterly breezes 10 to 15, gusting to 25 miles an hour. For Friday night, clear with a low of 32, and then sunny Saturday with a high of close to 60 degrees. Currently here at KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station. We have that little filtered sunshine out there. We have 46 degrees. We have those high, thin clouds out there. We have 9-mile-an-hour winds out of the south, 69% the relative humidity. Pressure falling, 30.06 inches. Feels still like about 41 at KSMO. But we expect it to be a fantabulous day today. We hope you get a chance to enjoy it. And there you have it. A look what's going on in the world of weather, brought to you as a courtesy of your friends at Healthy Dane County and the Salem Community Center at the Army. Again, working with the AARP volunteer tax preparers this year. And every Friday all the way into the month of April, they'll be preparing taxes for you at no charge. But you do need to make an appointment. Just don't show up and think you're going to get it done. Doesn't happen that way. Please call ahead of time at 729-8163 and let those AARP volunteer tax preparers help you get those taxes filed, and it's absolutely free. It's a wonderful, wonderful service. Community Center of the Armory, they've been working with the AARP tax volunteers for quite some time, 20 plus years, I believe, in getting this done. So hopefully you get a chance to get that taken care of. But do make your appointment by calling 729-8163, 729-8163. Healthy Dane County and the Salem Community Center at the Armory, bringing you a look at Operation Weather Watch. At KSMO, we have coming up next Civic Happenings. Don't forget our friends Tom Haynes and Charlie Grimm will be in this morning. They're master gardeners right here in Salem. We talk about our community garden over behind the United Methodist Church, how you can get a plot, and different things that they do there. I'll be listening in for that right here on KSMO. That'll be this morning on AM 1340, FM 95.7, online, KSMOradio.com, our KSMO Stream Facebook page, and KSMO YouTube.
Oh, no, you hit a deer. Pick up the phone and call New Life Auto. They'll cover the upfront cost of towing and take $100 off your deductible. Free estimates are given too. New Life Auto is located at 583 Highway 68, about a half mile from Tater's Sporting Goods. Give them a call today at 573-453-4812. Let New Life Auto give your car a new life.
Protecting our kids is second nature. And in the blink of an eye, they're all grown, and protecting them gets a bit harder. But you can start protecting their future now from HPV cancers by getting them the HPV vaccine by the CDC recommended age of 11 or 12. The Missouri Immunization Coalition reminds you to talk to your child's doctor about HPV and how the HPV vaccine is proven, safe, and effective cancer prevention. Protecting our kids is second nature, even when they're all grown up. Start now with the HPV vaccine. Learn more at moimmunize.org.
Young men and women that are involved with FFA grow in terms of experience, education, and responsibility. Willie Schrader of Farm Bureau Insurance would like to salute the Salem FFA chapter on the great work that they do and all of their accomplishments as they achieve through their hard work and diligent effort. So join Willie Schrader from Farm Bureau Insurance in saluting the Salem FFA chapter during National FFA Week.
At the KSMO studios, right here at your hometown radio station, it's time for our Civic Record, a program of church and civic news and a mention of persons recently deceased. A Civic Record brought to you as a courtesy of all of us right here at KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station, and your friends at Southtown Furniture. Their major sales event continues, but only through this week. You don't want to miss out on the incredible savings store-wide at Southtown. wall to wall, end to end. Don't miss out. Go by today. Check it out for yourself. The weather's going to be ideal. Stop on by Southtown Furniture. You'll find them 2 blocks south of the Crossroads Shopping Center, 1601 South Highway 19. You can call them 729-3422 or go online, SouthtownFurnitureSalem.com. Southtown Furniture in Salem, truly where the bargains are. Teresa White of Salem passed away Friday, February 16th at the age of 90. Funeral services for Teresa White will be held at 1 o'clock this afternoon at the Salem Chapel of James and Gar Mortuary. A visitation for family and friends will be held at the chapel prior to the service from 11 until service time. Interment will be in the North Lawn Cemetery in Salem. Teresa survived by children Donna Young of Rolla, Jim White and wife Leslie of Salem, John White of St. James, and Janet Talent and husband Mark from Warrenton, Missouri, as well as 6 grandchildren and a host of nieces, nephews, family, and friends. Memorials may be made to the Grace Community Church or to the St. James Living Center. Cards are available, and all the arrangements are under the direction of the James and Gar Mortuary of Salem for Teresa White, whose funeral services will be at 1 o'clock today at the Salem Chapel of James and Gar Mortuary. Amanda Malone of Salem passed away Friday, February 16th at the age of 50. A memorial service for Amanda Malone will be held at 7 o'clock this evening at the Rolla Chapel of James and Gar Mortuary. Visitation for family and friends will be at the chapel prior to the service from 5 until 7. Amanda Malone is survived by husband Barry of the home, parents Marcelo Hernandez of Rolla and Juana Hernandez of Jefferson City. Children Pablo Casados of Rolla, Kevin Casados of St. James, and Brianna Hernandez of the home. Siblings Jose Gamex of Mexico, Sergio Gamex of Texas, Jesus Gamex of Jefferson City, and Aurelia Gamex of Jefferson City, plus 4 grandchildren and a host of nieces, nephews, family, and friends. All the arrangements are under the direction of the James and Gar Mortuary of Rolla for Amanda Malone, whose memorial services will be at 7 o'clock this evening at the Rolla Chapel of James and Gar Mortuary. George David Miller of Salem passed away on Monday, February 19th at the age of 82. Funeral services for George David Miller will be at 11 Thursday morning at the Wilson Mortuary Salem Chapel, with visitation from 5 until 7 tonight at the chapel. Burial will be in the New Hope Cemetery. David Miller, survived by children Dwayne Miller and wife Melissa of Salem, and Pam Taggart of Salem, and their brother Calvin Miller and Lou of Bismarck, Missouri, plus 4 grandchildren, 13 great-grandchildren, and a great-great-grandchild, as well as a host of nieces, nephews, relatives, and friends. All the arrangements are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem for George David Miller, whose funeral services will be Thursday morning at 11 at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Leonard Ray Sutton of Salem passed away on February 18th in Salem at the age of 84. Funeral services for Leonard Ray Sutton will be Friday afternoon at 1 at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel, with visitation from 11 in the morning until service time Friday at the chapel. Burial will be in the Polk Memorial Cemetery. Leonard Ray Sutton is survived by his wife Joan Sutton of Salem, children Rich Sutton and wife Chandra of Salem, Don Sutton and wife Serena of Bunker, and Susie Heineman and husband Bart of Georgetown, Indiana. Brother Harold Sutton and wife Sue of Ravenden Springs, Arkansas, 7 grandchildren and 2 great-grandchildren, and a host of nieces, nephews, and friends. Memorials may be made to the Polk Memorial Cemetery. Envelopes are available, and all the arrangements are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem for Leonard Ray Sutton, whose funeral services will be Friday afternoon at 1 at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Coulter James Walker V, an infant, entered into heaven Wednesday, February 14th in Houston. Funeral services for Coulter James Walker V will be held at 2 o'clock Sunday afternoon at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel, with visitation from 1 until service time Sunday at the chapel. Burial will be in the Dry Fork Cemetery. Coulter James Walker V is survived by his parents Logan and Caitlin of Salem, grandparents Joanne and Darrell Fisk of Salem, Melissa Young of Licking, Travis Ivexix of Salem, Jimmy Walker and Bonnie Brooks of Salem, and Brittany and Austin Shelton of Salem. Great-grandparents Billy and Lisa Miller of Salem and Jim and Rita Walker of Salem, and a host of aunts, uncles, and extended family and friends. Memorial contributions may be made to help provide for a memorial stone. Envelopes are available, and all the arrangements are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem for Coulter James Walker V, whose funeral services will be Sunday afternoon at 2 at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Tessa Sherry Dees of Columbia passed away Friday, February 9th at the age of 32. Private family services will be held at a later date. All the arrangements are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem for Tessa Sherry Dees, who's survived by a daughter, Kaya Wimberly of Columbia, father Tommy Dees, and a half-sibling Tommy Jr., and better half Belinda, plus aunts and uncles Rita Fisher and husband Don of Leesburg, Elaine Chandler of Viburnum, Chris Conley and wife Trish of Salem, Anita Richmond and husband Bill of Salem, Becky Lowe and husband Ronnie of Texas, and Paula Conley of Salem, and a host of cousins, extended family, and dear friends. All the arrangements are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem for Tessa Sherry Dees, whose private family services will be held at a later date. More of our Civic Record next when we do come right back in just a moment.
Southtown Furniture.
Let me tell you about Southtown Furniture's major sales event. It's their biggest inventory ever at Southtown Furniture, where they have in-stock furniture and mattresses from one end of the building to the other and from wall to wall. You're not going to believe this, but Southtown Furniture is offering 10 to 60% discounts on their already low everyday prices. Southtown Furniture accepts Visa and MasterCard, and you can also ask them about layaway plans. Don't miss this big sales event going on right now at Southtown Furniture, where they've been serving the smart shopper since 1922, Highway 19 South, right here in Salem.
The best selection, you'll agree, with satisfaction guaranteed. Southtown Furniture, where the bargains are.
Continuing with our Civic Record, don't forget the fish fries continue. It is Lent, and it's time for those fish fries. The Knights of Columbus will have a fish fry on Friday at the Sacred Heart Parish Hall from 4 to 7. Everybody's welcome to attend. Fried fish, hush puppies, coleslaw, baked beans, green beans, fries, dessert, and drink. It's an all-you-can-eat fish fry Friday at the Sacred Heart Parish Hall on MacArthur from 4 till 7. This fish fry will be held every Friday night through March the 22nd. The cost for adults, $15. For kids 5 to 10 years of age, it's $8. Dine in, carry it out. Doesn't matter what you want to do. You're going to have some great fish. The Knights of Columbus Fish Fry, Sacred Heart Parish Hall, 4 to 7 on Friday. Tomorrow night, a toothbrush rug beginner class will be held from 6 to 8 with Amy Terrell at the Creative Arts Center. Join them for a fun rug-making hands-on workshop with an easy technique to make a rug with torn strips of fabric and modified toothbrush. These rugs are quick to make. They require no sewing. In this class, you'll learn how to begin that toothbrush rug or table runner. You'll then leave class with a small rug that you can either use as a trivet or continue to build at home and make it as big as you want. All the projects are machine washable, dryable, and they will last for a long time. No previous experience or skills are needed. Class is open to those who are 18 and older. At least 2 people will need to sign up to hold the class, and there will be no more than 10 allowed. Cost is $20 per person, and all supplies are included. Class registrations are on a first-come, first-served basis. Those online registrations can be made online at SalemCommunityBetterment.com under the programs at Creative Arts Center. Salem Eagles will be having an all-you-can-eat fish fry this Friday night as well. Their cost $12 a plate from 5 until 8, and you're more than welcome to come on out and enjoy with all the fixins their delicious fish fry. Then stick around and have a little fun with some karaoke from 7 to 11 with the Backwoods Productions. This get-together at the Salem Eagles Friday night is open to everybody. The Eagles is located out Highway 32 West, just past the airport. They're on the north side of Highway 32 as you head out of town. Friday night, the Salem Eagles, all-you-can-eat fish fry, $12 a plate from 5 until 8, with karaoke 7 to 11 with Backwoods Productions. Everybody is welcome to attend. Salem Acoustic Jam will be held this Saturday at the Creative Arts Center at 6:30. Come on out, bring your instrument and join in, or just come and listen to music and tap your feet. All types of music are played, whether you're a beginner or a seasoned pro. Everybody's welcome. Come on out, participate. There's no charge to attend the Acoustic Jam at the Creative Arts Center this Saturday at 6:30. On Monday, the 26th of February, a Drawing from Life, Light, and Depth class will be held with Lexi Much from 10 in the morning until noon. Drawing is a practiced skill, not an innate talent, and they'll be covering ways to practice and improve no matter what your current skill level is. Through still life drawings in pencil, charcoal, or ink, they will hone the powers of observation and attention. Don't let old fears or wounds hold you back from making art today. A class for those who would like to hone those drawing skills and learn ways of achieving the illusion of 3D depth in their 2D artwork should be more than open to attending and checking out the presence of light, shadows, elements of creating depth, and more. All skill levels are welcome. The class is open to those who are at least 12 years of age and above, and at least 3 people do need to sign up to hold the class, which will be limited to no more than 16. The cost is $25 for the Drawing from Life, Light, and Depth class. Coming up Monday, February 26, 10 to noon with Lexi Much at the Creative Arts Center. Class registrations on a first-come, first-served basis. The cost is $25. That includes your supplies. And sign up today at the CommunityBetterment.com website at SalemCommunityBetterment.com. Go to the Creative Arts Center and click under Programs. You will find this and many other programs available. And at the Salem Nutrition site today, they'll be serving up ham and beans with cornbread, spinach, fried potatoes and onions, and milk. Lunch is served from 11 to 12:30, and it's open to all ages. Everybody's welcome to come and eat at the Salem Nutrition site, located inside the Salem Senior Center, 604 North McGrath Lane. Everybody's welcome. Come on out and enjoy. If you're 60 and above, the suggested contribution is $5. If you're under the age of 60, the cost of the meal is $7. Should you have any questions, you can always call 729-2373, 729-2373. Quick reminder, don't forget the soup and salad bars available beginning at 10:30 in the morning, and they always have dessert available on a daily basis. At lunch again today at the Salem Nutrition site is ham and beans with cornbread, spinach, fried potatoes and onions, as well as milk. And don't forget that the menu can change without notice. There you have it, a look at that civic record. It is a program of church and civic news and a mention of persons recently deceased, brought to you as a courtesy of Southtown Furniture, Highway 19 South in Salem. Now remember, there are huge sales events going on now. Huge, big, large, call it whatever you will, but head on down and don't miss it before it all comes to an end. Saturday. Ooh, you don't want to miss that. Head on down to Southtown. If you have questions and can't get out and about today or tomorrow, give a call, 729-3422. You can also browse on your browser. That's why they call it a browser. And that's at SouthtownFurnitureSalem.com. Or if you can get down there, you'll find them at 1601 South Highway 19, 2 blocks south of the Crossroads Shopping Center. Open Monday through Saturday. Southtown Furniture, where the bargains are. 12 minutes after 8 o'clock. Don't forget our master gardeners are going to be in this morning. Tom and Charlie are going to be here. both of you guys, yep, they're going to be here. Tom's already here, so he's good to go. And then Charlie will make his way in. We'll be talking to them about our Salem Community Garden. That's out behind you, Methodist Church. You don't want to miss out on that. And find out more information about our Salem Community Garden. Been around for a few years now, but always like to have new people, new blood get involved. That's what it's all about. New blood. Turning the earth, growing things in our garden. All right, we'll be talking to them a little after 8:30 this morning right here on KSMO Radio. In the meantime, we'll take a break, come back with statewide news from the Missouri Net next. Have you seen Townscreen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at the Salem License Office, Roberts Judson Lumber Company, and the Main Street Country Corner Cafe, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Townscreen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained, Townscreen in Salem.
I'm Dr. Tiffany Bland with Salem Memorial District Hospital. Recently, there have been many changes within our local clinics and hospitals, and you may find yourself looking for a new provider for your children. At SMDH, we would like to reach out to the community to let you know that we do see patients of all ages. Most of our providers are family practice, which means that we have been trained to see well-child visits as well as sick visits. We are happy to answer any questions that you may have. Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
Missouri Net News, I'm Marshall Griffin. After more than 20 hours of Democrats blocking a vote, the Missouri Senate has given preliminary approval to a measure that would make it tougher for voters to change the state constitution. The plan would require a simple majority plus a majority of votes cast from 5 of Missouri's U.S. House seats. Changing the initiative petition process is a top priority for Republicans in the Senate, but St. Louis Democrat Carla May says the GOP is ignoring the issues that Missourians face.
I want you to know that your Republican elected representatives and senators here in Missouri want to talk about taking away your voice, your right, your vote, your right to do initiative petition. They said that you do not know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're doing at the ballot box.
The legislation requires one more Senate vote before moving to the House. Missouri is deploying about 200 National Guard members and up to 22 Highway Patrol troopers to the U.S.-Mexico border. Elisa Nelson reports.
Missouri is on a mission to deploy the Guard members and troopers in support of preventing illegal border crossings and the smuggling of drugs. Governor Mike Parson has issued an executive order to activate Guard members on a rotating basis of roughly 30 days over a 90-day period. Parson, who visited the border about 2 weeks ago, says there's, quote, complete and utter chaos, unquote.
When I go down there and all of a sudden you see firsthand what has taken that one state to protect the rest of us, I feel an obligation to try to do our part to help.
Starting March 1st, troopers will be on the ground and the National Guard personnel will follow on March 10th. The governor is asking the legislature for $2.3 million in state funding to support the mission.
Missourians can request an absentee ballot for the April 2nd general municipal elections. You can find voting locations and registration status through the Missouri Secretary of State's website. This is Missouri Net.
My children are growing up, but they still need me to protect them. The doctor told me that vaccinating them now against the human papillomavirus, or HPV, can protect them against some cancers when they're grown. I am going to vaccinate my son and daughter against HPV at 11 or 12 years for lifelong cancer prevention. Learn more about HPV and other vaccine-preventable diseases from the Missouri Immunization Coalition at moimmunize.org.
Every year, 4.5 million young adults between the ages of 18 and 24 visit the ER.
It's every parent's nightmare.
Umergency gives you all the tools you need to quickly and effectively manage your family's emergency. Umergency provides instant access to vital resources, customized to your student's campus and local community, digital consent form, and built-in urgent alert button. Umergency gives you peace of mind when you need it most. Download your Umergency app now.
In the wake of last week's deadly shooting at the Chiefs' Super Bowl celebration, one Missouri Democrat calls for, quote, common sense gun legislation. Kansas City Representative Ashley Ani wants Missouri to require someone to have a permit to carry a handgun in public.
As a gun owner and someone who respects the Second Amendment, I think it's a dangerous way to approach firearms. I think that it completely dismisses the safety aspect and the responsibility aspect of owning a firearm.
She admits it'll be an uphill battle since Republicans control the legislature. GOP House Majority Leader John Patterson of Lee Summit says now is not the time for legislation that would expand gun rights. The Missouri House is considering a bill that would put more resources into dealing with radioactive waste contaminating Missouri, including the St. Louis region. Under the bill, cities could investigate radioactive waste contamination concerns, and the Department of Natural Resources would use state funding to investigate radioactive waste exposure. This is Missouri Net.
Save on everyday items with digital coupons at Country Mart. It's easy. Download the Town & Country Markets app and browse through a variety of digital coupons available and clip them to your account. You can also clip digital coupons online at tcmarkets.com. Shop at a store for your favorite items, then tell them your phone number at checkout, and the digital coupons will be deducted from your purchase automatically. Scan the QR code on the in-store flyer to learn more and start saving more today. Here at KSMO Radio, let's see what's cooking at the Salem Nutrition Center today. They will be serving up on this hump day ham and beans, cornbread, spinach, fried potatoes and onions, and milk. The meal today will be served from 11 to 12:30 at the Salem Nutrition site, located inside the Salem Senior Center, 604 North McGrath Lane. All ages and anybody's welcome to come and have lunch. Come on by and check it out for yourself. If you're 60 years of age and above, your suggested contribution is $5. If you're under the age of 60, the meal will cost you $7. And don't forget they have a soup and salad bar that's available at 10:30. And dessert, it's also available. Check it out for lunch today at the Salem Nutrition site, where they're going to have ham and beans with cornbread, spinach, fried potatoes and onions, and milk. They'll serve lunch from 11 to 12:30. And don't forget that the menu can change without notice. Every weekday, we bring you the Salem Nutrition Center menu as a courtesy of all of us right here at KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station. AP News is coming up, as well as sports from the Missouri Net, and we'll have our interview with our master gardeners, Tom Haynes and Charlie Grimm. They'll be coming in this morning right here at KSMO about 8:30-ish on your hometown radio station.
Throughout its long and distinguished history, the FFA organization has provided leadership skills to countless youth in America. These youth, empowered with the skills learned through the FFA program, become valuable assets to their communities. Over the years, rural communities have gone through many changes. However, agricultural and its related enterprises remains a cornerstone of most of these towns. Without the agricultural and leadership skills provided by the FFA organization, there is no doubt that the face of rural America would be much different. At Riverways Federal Credit Union, we are proud to support the Salem FFA program and all it stands for. Thank you, FFA, for all you have done, and here's to an incredible future.
Serving up the hottest hits. KSMO Salem.
This is AP News. I'm Rita Foley. We're learning more about Alexei Navalny's treatment before he died in Russia. The AP's Karen Shamas has that, and word that his mother has now filed a lawsuit.
The mother of Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny has filed a lawsuit at a Russian court demanding the release of her son's body. Lyudmila Navalnaya is fighting the refusal of Russian officials to release her son's body, according to Russia's state news agency TASS. Navalnaya has been trying to retrieve her son's body for days, following his death in a penal colony in Russia's far north. Meanwhile, Britain has issued sanctions against 6 people who led the penal colony where he was held, according to the UK Foreign Office. It said at the penal colony, Navalny suffered from being denied medical treatment and from having to walk in temperatures dropping to minus 25 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm Karen Shamas.
Here in the U.S., a young girl has died at a South Florida beach in a tragic incident.
It's every parent's vacation nightmare. A young girl died Tuesday in Lauderdale by the Sea in Florida when a hole she was digging on the beach about 5 or 6 feet deep collapsed. Sandra King with Pompano Beach Fire Rescue says responding crews found a boy buried up to his chest in sand, and the girl was completely buried under the buoy. The girl was pronounced dead after being rushed to Broward Health Medical Center in Fort Lauderdale. The boy was hospitalized in stable condition. I'm Jennifer King.
The U.S. is telling the UN's top court this morning that it should not issue an advisory opinion that says Israel should withdraw from territories the Palestinians have wanted for a state. The U.S. says the court should not try to resolve the Israeli-Palestinian conflict by addressing the acts of only one party. South Korea is warning thousands of striking doctors to get back to work now or face legal action, saying their walkouts forced surgeries to be canceled. This is AP News. Now to Michigan's new gun law. A man is already facing charges under the new law.
A man in Flint, Michigan became the first person charged with violating the state's gun storage law after his 2-year-old daughter shot herself in the head the day after it took effect. Police learned of the shooting after the man took the girl to a hospital where she remains in critical condition. The new law requires guns be safely stored. Police found 2 in the man's bedroom, the revolver and a semi-automatic pistol, both unsecured and loaded. They found no gun locks or safes. The man faces charges including first-degree child abuse, a felony violation of Michigan's gun storage law, being a felon in possession of a firearm, and lying to a police officer. I'm Ben Thomas.
A United Airlines flight from San Francisco to Boston landed safely on Monday after the plane suffered damage to one of its wings. I'm Rita Foley, AP News.
It's back! The Salem Memorial Hospital Foundation invites everyone to the Dancing with the Salem Stars fundraiser Saturday, February 24th and 7th at the Salem R80 High School Gym. Table seating is available for $20 per person in advance or reserve a table. Bleacher seats will be available at the door for $10. Purchase your tickets in advance by calling 729-6626, extension 4005. The Dancing with the Salem Stars fundraiser, Saturday, February 24th at the high school gym with the doors opening at 6:30. We'll see you there!
Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center wants to remind you that spring is just around the corner, and it's time to get your horses their spring tune-up with the West Nile, Rhino Flu, EWT shots, and Coggins. They can also take care of your dogs and cats with their selection of tick and flea care products. Call and make an appointment today or stop by the Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center at 900 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard here in Salem. A proud supporter of the Salem FFA.
This Missouri Net Sports Report is presented by Mango, Missouri's natural gas operators, reminding you that natural gas is flammable and dangerous if there's a leak. If you smell gas, leave fast.
Missouri Net Sports, I'm Bill Pollock. Dennis Gates losing his patience as the Mizzou Tigers drop to 0-13 in SEC play.
The big picture of it all was our inability. We got to do a better job. We got to do a better job drawing fouls. I think we suck at it. We're terrible. We're terrible at drawing fouls, and we got to do a better job.
Oh, a 72-67 loss to number 5 Tennessee, and a bad start. It was 4-2 Tennessee 8 minutes into the game. Nobody could score. The Tigers led by 3 at the break. Mizzou got it up to 7, 42-35, with just under 15 and a half to play. But Dalton Knecht made 10 straight points for the Vols, who rallied late for the win.
He's SEC Player of the Year. At least he has my vote. It's not even close in my eyes of what he's been able to do for his team.
24 points in the loss for Sean East. 2 adults have been charged at the Chiefs' rally shootings. Lindell Mays of Raytown and Dominic Miller of Kansas City, both charged with second-degree murder, 2 counts of armed criminal action, and unlawful use of a weapon. Miller is the suspected gunman who killed the lone spectator, Lisa Lopez Galvin. She was wearing a Harrison Butker jersey at the time. The family wanted her laid to rest in a Butker jersey, and he sent one to the family. He also released a statement in part that read, "I am honored to provide a jersey to the family for her to wear. While the family is mourning their loss and grappling with their numerous injuries, I will continue to pray for their healing." And St. Louis City SC beat Houston 2-1 in the team's opening match of the Champions Cup. Jose Kojima came off the bench with second-half stoppage time approaching and got one into the back of the net to secure the win. The MLS regular season starts Saturday for City and Sporting KC. Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sports.
The 2024-2025 FAFSA, or Free Application for Student Aid, is now open. Filing your annual FAFSA is a necessary step in securing scholarships, grants, and student loans for your college student. Applications must be received by April 1 to qualify for the Access Missouri grant. Visit journeytocollege.mo.gov or studentaid.gov for more information. Sponsored by the Missouri Department of Higher Education and Workforce Development.
Can you imagine what it must be like to have nowhere to turn as a young teen? This happens when parents struggle with addiction, may be incarcerated, or unable to care for their child. And it's devastating. Halo is the foundation of a family for children without one, surrounding them with support, meeting their basic needs, and helping them set and reach their goals. With your support, homeless youth are given a chance at a better life. Go to haloworldwide.org today.
Out of town and want to know what's going on in Salem, how the Salem Tigers did, or who may have passed away? There's only one way to get that information quickly, and that's by going to Your World Today online. Go to KSMORadio.com and click on the Your World Today button, and you'll get the latest edition online, or check out the Your World Today archives. And if you are in town, pick one up in any of the 30-plus locations in Salem and Bunker. Your World Today, they're free. It's back! The Salem Memorial Hospital Foundation invites everyone to the Dancing with the Salem Stars fundraiser Saturday, February 24th and 7th at the Salem R80 High School Gym. Table seating is available for $20 per person in advance or reserve a table. Bleacher seats will be available at the door for $10. Purchase your tickets in advance by calling 729-6626, extension 4005. The Dancing with the Salem Stars fundraiser, Saturday, February 24th at the high school gym with the doors opening at 6:30. We'll see you there!
Our nation seeks effective leadership.